Yeah. Come on, get in the truck. Alright, hey guys, it is Saturday. It is beautiful 75 degrees and kind of partly cloudy. We are just back from being out of town and we are headed to check on the boat. Unfortunately, we are starting week three.
Yeah, starting 3.
Starting week 3. Remember when we thought it was only going to be like a week?
Maybe you're late. We'll see. That was the mistake. Or now, as most boaters know, it's the ritual. You have to say first, I think this is only going to take a few days. And then it extends.
Okay, so we are starting week 3, but we have a plan for this week to splash Tuesday and hopefully just Tuesday, and we can leave Tuesday night, if not Wednesday. That has to be the plan because we lose our Vobra on Wednesday. We've already extended with her now twice from the original reservation. She has been great. It's been a fantastic Verbo, plenty of room close to the boat, so we've been really thankful. But there's another group, another reservation right behind us that's coming in on Wednesday, so we have to be out by Wednesday. So fingers crossed, toes crossed. The last couple things that need to be done, we can get done this next week and we can splash on Tuesday.
Yep.
You ready to pull somebody out, maybe?
Maybe we're just parking here on the way.
There she is. Oh, I think they put somebody back in the water because the boat's gone. There are 2 boats over there.
Alright, we're on the boat. Let's see if they got anything done. They did. Come on in here. I see an eye. Get a finger through the hole. We have a hole in the bottom of the boat. And it's a good hole though. It is a through hole for our water maker. That's the seacock that's going to go in. They're going to put it right in there. We're going to get it all sealed up and everything, and that's where the water maker is going to attach, which we're going to mount it underneath this. There's a little cavity there, so there you go.
Let's take a look. Still looking good. This looks like we got a new neighbor. Something dripped.
Something good.
Alright, other new things. You saw the hole from the inside. This is the new hole drilled for the water maker. So here's that. It will start off sealed when we get back in the water because we don't have a water maker yet. But it keeps us from having to pull out and do this all over again, or joining the water maker to one of the other through holes.
Yeah.
Why?
So one of the other options was to tee it off of another through hole. So you have basically 2 functions coming into the same one, but you can't run those 2 functions at the same time. So if we're making water, we can't run the AC if we tee off of the AC's input.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, and I can foresee a scenario where we're going to run the AC and make water, because it usually will take us about 2.5 to 3 hours to fully fill the boat if it's empty, all the tanks. So instead of teeing off and doing it the easy way, we added one more hole into the hull, and
hole in the hull.
And it's just the better way to do it long term. A couple $100, not a big deal. A little bit of hardware, seal it really well, and it's and we're good going forward. So
then as soon as we get the water maker,
easy to attach it, and this will be the intake for the water maker. The output will probably come over here to this. We've got a different outlet right here. This is where water comes out. I think this is the drain for the condensate pumps for the AC. It's really low volume, and all the only thing that's coming out of this is going to be the really salty brine that comes out of the water maker, all the salt that it removes, and that'll be it. So it doesn't have to be high volume.
Okay. Other stuff we got going on. Hi, Pino. Under the chain. Okay, so you can see sail drive. Old sail drive is gone. So we do have the plate. They made the plate and it is painted. You know, leave it. They made the plate and it is painted. We also have the new sail drive. Where's the new sail drive?
The new sail drive is still in the box, or actually it's probably in the big warehouse here on a table, but they had to sand it down. They had to scuff it up a little bit and put a coat of paint, protective paint on it. I forget what it's called, but Speed Pro or something like that. But it's protective paint underneath the boat here. You're not supposed to leave the bare aluminum. So.
Okay, so that means items that are left. Seal the new through hole for the water maker.
Yes.
Install the sail drive and the plate and the propeller back on.
Yes.
Fix the nick in the bow.
Yeah.
With the fiberglass.
Small gel coat. It'll take 15 minutes.
And install the
galvanic isolator.
That thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on Tuesday, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We'll dunk, splash in the water.
Right.
And do some testing.
Yes. So the big thing we're going to do, hopefully Tuesday, we'll see. Whenever we do splash that morning, we are going to drop the boat into the water, let it sit for about an hour, and let the currents equalize a little bit throughout the boat, and then test through the sail drive to see if we have any stray current. The significant reason for that pitting and case degradation on the old sail drive was because it had stray current going through it, and it's likely DC, so we may have a grounding issue somewhere that we need to solve.
Can they test it after they put the sail drive in while we're still in the hard?
They cannot, because they need the salt water around the boat in order to create that current and create that interaction. So it's not something we can just simulate on dry land. So if you put a sail drive in and you don't want it to degrade because you do have straight current, leave it on dry land because it won't degrade.
Kind of defeats the purpose of the whole sail part of the sail drive, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But but it'll buy you some time until you find it, but you do have to have it in water to find that straight current.
Okay, let's take a field trip and see if we can find our sail drive. It's one way to lock a door.
Yep. It won't swing much. It's anchored well. Whoa.
Man, you're funny.
I try.
Good job, Pino. I think you guys have seen this, but this is the inside of the barn, whatever this thing is called. But I'm not seeing that way?
Way up there.
Way up here, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the old one.
That's the old one.
Man, that is not in good shape.
It is not.
Leave it.
I mean, even these front pieces are just breaking off.
Rumble off.
Yeah.
That's not good. Okay, so it's the old one, but I don't see the new guy.
Oh, neither.
Maybe he's inside the paint tent.
I'll poke my head in there.
Pino, wait. You don't need to go in there. No, ma'am. Stay out. Yes? I don't want her going in there.
Okay. This is the new one. So it's kind of dark in here, but they have painted it. We have a red paint of some sort that they've put on there. I think this is a speed prop, so they're really trying to put a great layer of protection on it. And it looks quite effective.
She looks good. All right, let's get out of here. Hino,
She's coming.
come on.
Let's go. She's exploring.
She's driving me cray-cray is what she's doing. Hino, come on. Hino, come on. I can't see you. I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh, that's cool. Ooh.
What have you done to me? Good girl. Boat is looking very good. Oh, look at the sail drive in. Let's take a look at it. Wow, it looks really good. And you got it cleaned up inside there. We do have a cover. Cover's over there. That's going to go right up inside and cover right in here. Yeah, no big advantage. It's for aerodynamics. So, you know, water rushing over you doesn't cavitate here, draw a little bit of drag. Not a whole lot, but that's what it's there for. If you look here, freshly painted with speed prop. It's looking good. Let's get right here on this side. Alright, we've got a little bit of improvement on this. Got the through hole in place. This is for the water maker, if you remember. We've got some sealant all the way around there. They'll paint over that and get that all cleaned up. All right, we're in the boat. Going through all the stuff that we need to get done today because we want to splash tomorrow. It's looking likely we can splash tomorrow, so that's what we're pushing for. But going through all the things, down below I've got a little video of the outside of the through hole for the water maker that they are installing. Now I'm going to show you where they're putting it on the inside. So you can see we're in the starboard locker. It's huge once you get down in here. Well, it's boat huge. And there you go. They've got the inside done here. Got it all in place. Got the valve. We'll leave that shut until we need to open it up for the water maker. Water maker is going to go somewhere in here. There's a spot right underneath my feet. I'll show you in a moment. That I'm going to put the electric motor. It's a little more quiet down in there, but I'll put the electric motor in there. I'll put a few other things in there, probably the filters. There's a pretty good cavity there. I've got some other spots I was eyeing putting the membrane. So up here on this little panel there's some room across there. We can run the cables up the side there and across the top and put the membrane there maybe. It's kind of out of the way, and it'll be good. And then we just run the returns, and then there's a return valve like over here somewhere back behind all this that I'm going to run the brine solution out of the water maker and over that way. So that may be really advantageous to put the water maker there. And the water maker is so we can get rid of one of our water tanks that I think is leaking. So we have a lot of fresh water in the bilge of it. So we're going to get rid of that water tank. It's 50 gallons. It's unfortunate because it's our largest tank, but we have 2 other tanks that are quite adequate. Kat and I did some testing a week or 2 ago. We filled up those tanks and we thought how long it would take us. I did not fill up the 50. How long would it take us to go through those other 2 tanks? And I think they're about 50 gallons total between the 2 of them. One is under our bed, the other's under the guest bed. So still debating whether we're going to get rid of that 50-gallon tank. We're likely going to get rid of that 50-gallon tank. It will give us a lot of storage for dry goods and other things in its place because it's pretty good sized. Maybe even more batteries. We'll see. Anyway, that's the reasoning for the water maker.
Remember last year, Donnie was working on the air conditioner. Well, we finally got the parts back, new seals put on, and we're good to go. He's just got to reinstall it. Again.
Ready to test next phase. That'll be next at the marina. On to the next project.
I am driving myself nuts.
All right, we're on the water. Where are we headed?
We're headed back to the marina. We're headed through the shipping channel.
Back to the marina.
I am checking every once in a while. We're headed down the shipping channel. I'm staying outside of the cargo ships because physics. I'm staying away from the barges because also physics. And I'm going to sit way out here, basically driving down the equivalent of the ditch. Yeah, the feeder road.
Feeder road.
Here in Texas. The feeder road. Staying out of the way. It's the same thing drivers do with semis.
Okay.
They're out there working.
Why are we headed back?
Why are we headed back? We're headed back because we got a whole bunch of work done.
Woohoo!
I know. And we got all the work done that we needed to get done.
Yay!
I got a few more projects I can work on, but it's a boat. That never ends. So that's pretty good. So we're good for a bit.
So, chips on the bow.
Yeah.
We're done.
Some gel coat chips on the bow we had filled in and take care.
Okay. New through hole for the water maker.
Yep. New through
Done.
hole. And I checked that, and it's not leaking yet.
The galvanic isolator.
Very good.
Yay! Installed.
Yep. Got that installed. That should help with VC current coming in over the AC cord, which happens in some marinas if they're not quite right.
Let's see. Bottom paint.
Bottom paint. We got the bottom paint done.
Done.
Good bottom paint. Should last us 4 years.
And new sail drive and plate.
Yes.
Done.
That was expensive. Had to go with a new sail drive. The old one, may it rest in peace. Don't do that. May it rest in peace. Was at the end of its life. So there you go.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the AC.
I put the AC
mentioned
back
that.
together while we were waiting for parts. I put the AC unit back together.
All right, so we're all done. We're back in the water, obviously. Yep. And we are headed back to Kemah.
Yep, about 3 hours. We're going to pull into the marina. Got some people meeting us on the dock to catch lines and pull us in.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
let's go.
Let's go.